The hunt is over. The predator has already won. A young calf has been pulled into the water, surrounded by the greatest hunters in Africa. This is exactly how nature is supposed to work. The weak die. But look at the dust rising on the horizon. The prey is not running away. They're coming back, hundreds of them, moving in a synchronized military formation. Why would a fleeing prey suddenly turn back to face certain death? How does a herd of herbivores transform into a highly organized, heavily armed militia? And what happens when the king of the jungle suddenly realizes he is completely surrounded? This is not a story about a hunt. This is a story about a rescue mission. Welcome to the African savanna during the peak of the brutal dry season. Water is scarce, and survival hangs by a very fragile thread. A pride of lions waits silently in the tall, golden grass near a shrinking waterhole. They are starving. They need a kill today, or some of the cubs will not survive. Their target is approaching, a massive herd of Cape buffalo. To a lion, a buffalo is both a feast and a nightmare. A single adult male buffalo weighs nearly a ton and carries horns made of solid bone. But the lions are not looking at the bulls. They are looking at the calves. The trap is set. The lions wait for the perfect moment to strike. Patience is the lion's greatest weapon. They let the herd enter the water. Then, the ambush begins. Lions explode from the brush. Pure chaos erupts at the waterhole. The buffalo herd panics and scatters in a cloud of thick, choking dust. In the confusion, a young calf is separated from its mother. 3 lionesses immediately lock onto the target. They drag the calf toward the water. It seems hopeless. The calf is pinned down. Suddenly, a massive crocodile lunges from the depths, grabbing the calf's leg. A bizarre tug of war begins between the lions and the crocodile over the helpless victim. The lions eventually win, dragging the exhausted calf onto the muddy bank. The pride gathers around. The kill is secured. The hunt is a success. Or so they think. Look closely at the tree line. The dust has settled, but the herd has not left. In almost any other species, the prey runs away and accepts the loss. But the Cape buffalo is not like any other herbivore on the planet. They possess an incredibly rare behavioral trait known as mobbing. When a buffalo calf is in distress, it lets out a specific, low-frequency distress call. This sound triggers a profound psychological shift in every adult buffalo nearby. Fear is instantly replaced by absolute, aggressive fury. They do not just blindly charge. They organize. The herd begins to form a massive, impenetrable wall of muscle and horns. The oldest, strongest males take the front line, shoulder to shoulder. The females and younger members stay protected behind them. This is a highly structured, almost military formation. Slowly, deliberately, the black wall of buffalo begins to march toward the lions. Stop. Look at this from the lion's perspective. They are used to things running away from them. Now, a living bulldozer of 500 angry buffaloes is staring them down. The lions look up from their catch. Confusion sets in. The buffalo herd stops just a few meters away. The tension is unbearable. The lions growl, warning the herd to stay back. But the buffaloes do not flinch. They lower their heads, presenting a row of deadly horns. The standoff lasts for minutes. Neither side wants to make the first move. But the herd is losing patience. They want their calf back. One massive bull steps forward, breaking the line. He snorts aggressively. He charges directly at the lions. The lions scatter, abandoning their meal in pure terror. But one lioness makes a fatal mistake. She stands her ground. The buffalo lowers his head and hooks his massive horn under her ribs. With a single, effortless motion, he tosses the 400-pound lioness high into the air. She flips violently like a rag doll and crashes hard into the dirt. She scrambles to her feet and runs for her life, humiliated and injured. The rest of the pride watches from a distance, completely powerless. The wall of buffaloes surrounds the calf, creating a protective shield. Miraculously, the calf stands up. It is battered, but it is alive. The herd slowly escorts the calf back to safety, leaving the lions with absolutely nothing. This extraordinary event completely shatters our understanding of predator and prey. We are taught that the lion is the undisputed king of the savanna. We are taught that herbivores are just passive victims in the food chain. But the Cape buffalo proves that pure physical power can be defeated. It can be defeated by sheer numbers, deep social bonds, and incredible bravery. This herd demonstrated a level of empathy and collective defense rarely seen in nature. They risked their own lives to save one of their weakest members. They operated not as individuals, but as a single, unstoppable super-organism. In the brutal reality of the African wilderness, survival is never guaranteed. But sometimes, the prey refuses to play by the rules. Sometimes, the hunted decide to become the hunters. And when 1,000 horns point in your direction, even a king must run. The next time you see a herd of grazing animals, look closer. They might look peaceful. They might look like easy targets. But underneath that calm exterior lies an organized army waiting to be provoked. The lion may rule the shadows, but the buffalo rules the open plains. A mafia of the savanna that leaves no one behind.